I wish you could be here right now. We just came down those highways way beyond legal speed limits because the light is just happening. As you can see, we've got the snow falling, we've got the clouds swirling, and we've got light happening. This is landscape photography at its best. I can't believe the opportunity that's right behind me. Look at that view, it's gorgeous. How do we capture it? We've got some challenges. The main one we want to point out right now is light. The range of light over my shoulder is way too big to capture in one click. We've got to do something about that. We have a tool, a digital camera. It has a tool inside of it called Blinkies. What they want you to know is highlight warnings. What a boring title. Blinkies, much better. What those Blinkies will teach us is light. We have a range of light that's much greater than the 5 stops our camera can hold right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that tool to our advantage. We're going to take our first shot at 0 compensation. Our base exposure, basically you could say it's for our shadow detail. Hate using that term, but it's probably one you're going to relate to best. Then we're going to use those Blinkies in our favor. We're going to have them turned on. We're going to take our first shot at 0. Look at the Blinkies. We're going to look where those Blinkies are in the frame. Why is that important? We have learned already for composition that those brightness in the clouds and the area around it is where the eye is going to go in the frame. So after we take our first baseline exposure, we're going to dial in minus exposure compensation because we want to bring that detail in the clouds. You might be saying, why don't we just dial in minus exposure compensation, or maybe use a split gradated filter to take this shot? The problem is that minus exposure compensation, we're going to lose shadow detail. We don't want to do that. A split grad won't even come close to mimicking the lines in the mountains behind me. We're going to use 2 pictures, one at 0, and then dialing minus exposure compensation, starting at -1 and -2, dialing down until we have no Blinkies. Once we have no Blinkies, we have our second photograph. We're going to take this first photograph at 0, the second one at minus compensation, and go into post and merge them to bring this huge range of light down into one click. Excuse me though, I'm way too excited to be talking anymore. I have to make this image.